maintaining the relationship, like don't expect anything in return right away. Be truthful. Don't burn the bridges. Things won't happen overnight, but eventually you will start seeing results. Maintaining lot membership is very hard. I want to maintain that quality over quantity, so meaning keep it low, but very good members that you can count on.
Today, we are exploring the power of community-driven growth and how to transition from transactional networking to building authentic long-term business relationships.
Go out and identify some people that you have never met before, because you didn't come here to waste your time with someone you already know.
Welcome to Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. Today, we are exploring the power of community-driven growth and how to transition from transactional networking to building authentic long-term business relationships. In a digital world, the ability to connect genuinely remains the most valuable asset any entrepreneur can possess. Joining us today is Suresh Kumar, the visionary founder and CEO of Connecting GTA. With over 22 years of entrepreneurial experience, Suresh has transformed a local initiative into one of Ontario's most trusted business networks. Now hosting over 75 events annually, his leadership is defined by the principle that strong communities are built when people genuinely support one another. Let's dive in. Suresh, welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you? Thank you for this great opportunity. Finally, great meeting you in person.
Yeah, since our last meeting,
Yeah.
we met in one of the best restaurant in Mississauga.
Yeah.
So I was also eager to invite you and chat with you, like what you're building for, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So this, you recognize that early, that many professionals were tired of transactional networking and wanted something deeper. How did you transform a local initiative that you started into a large network, and what defines an authentic connection today?
So, just to give you a story about myself, I worked at Ontario government when Mike Harris was the premier. I managed all the minister's website. And then when we lost the election, I was let go, but I maintained some of the contacts on a personal level. I stayed in touch with some of the ministers or the staffers who worked at Queen's Park with me. And that allowed me to start my own IT business. And when someone wanted a website done, they would come to me. That was the foundation. Keeping a good connection with people and staying truthful to them will always, helps you to maintain a relationship in a long time. Sometimes some other people may not help you out or give you business, but you have to always think of it positive way. So when I was tired of working 9 to 5, I went to some of my former clients and asked, if I start a club like this, would you consider joining? It's a paid membership, but you got to join so we can support each other. We had people jump on board right away. That kind of helped me to get Connecting GTA started. And, the answer is maintaining relationships without expecting things in return. Like, I think when you and I met, we clicked well because you think in the same way. You are willing to open doors for me without worrying about it, because you gave a story about how one lady came to one of your events, she was tapping into contacts, and you were fine with that. When you think that way, things will happen automatically, and that will build a strong relationship with people.
Right. And how did you came out with the name Connecting GTA?
Well, I didn't want to compete with the Chambers and Board of Trades because it's already there. They are doing an amazing job. And because I had clients all over, I had clients in Bowmanville, I had clients in Niagara Falls, I had clients in Barrie, I thought, why not, support? So let's say you are a business owner in Ajax and you want to expand your business into Brampton. I will become that person opening the door. Because I had the political connections also, it made it much easier for me to help them out to do business all over the GTA rather than in a small area.
Right. Now let's discuss your secret to maintaining long-term relationships and keeping your network engaged over time.
Yeah.
What's your secret to maintaining long-term business relationships, Suresh, and how you keep your network engaged?
Well, maintaining the relationship, like don't expect anything in return right away. Be truthful. Don't burn the bridges. Like, so let's say you and I are working together. You may get a lot of business out of me, but you might not be able to give me business. That doesn't mean I have to get offended or attack you or anything, like, because things will happen overnight. Won't happen overnight, but eventually you will start seeing results, right? So I think maintaining a good relationship, being who you are and be truthful. Like, if something doesn't work out, be open about it and all that. And engaging is that I think connecting GTA has become like a family. We don't take anyone and everyone into the club. We maintain very small group. Like I could have had 1,000 members, but I didn't want that. I wanted to make sure that we bring in quality members. So when they get to know each other, they start building a very good system. That means if someone wants to do mortgage, they will only reach out to one of the members within the group. So they get to know each other. They get to know each other's family members. Therefore, it's they are engaged, whether in public or private.
How many members in total you have right now?
We had about 450 members. I have reduced it to 350, and I'm reducing it furthermore to maintain a quality membership.
And do you have any goal like when it comes to number of members?
Initially, at that, I wanted to have a lot, but maintaining lot membership is very hard. I think I want to maintain that quality over like the quantity, so meaning keep it low, but very good members. That means, they will pay a high price to be part of the network. And also, when you have a good number of members, that means you can count on them. I can just pick up the phone and call someone and say, can you do this for me? They will do that for me. If I have 1,000, 2,000 members, I can say publicly I have a lot of members. If they are useless, then what is the point, right? So,
and Suresh, you do a lot of in-person meetings, meetups, right? Like, can you tell more about it?
We host about 75 events a year. Some of the meetings are like one we have on Thursday. It's in-person meeting. I like to meet people in person, like the way you and I did. I think that helps us to build a really good relationship. And a lot of time we get about 20 to 30 people. And again, I don't want too many people there because again, I can promote that, but it's meaningless. I want to make sure that when someone comes and meet with you, there's a real relationship being
So
built.
how many people meet in
About 20 to 30 people at the smaller events. When we host galas and other events, about 300, 400 people.
Yeah. And how to get connected with you if anyone is interested?
Connecting GTA is our handle for all our social media account. Otherwise, 416-818-7444 is my personal number. They can always call and talk to me about it.
Okay. And Suresh, how can entrepreneurs handle, professional disagreements without burning bridges?
We are human beings. We will always be making mistakes. I think being open about it, like you and I, let's say I host an event similar to what you're hosting and you don't like about it, or if it may separate our audience, you can, instead of being upset with me, you can always pick up the phone and call and say, Suresh, I see that you're hosting an event. We host a similar event. Why don't we join hand and host something together? I may not agree with it, or I may say, you know what, let's join hands and do this together. Being open about it rather than, I think, coming together, like, talking about it will be the easy way to get that out.
Right. As you rightly said, collaboration is very, very important and it can lead you to a different, open a lot of different opportunities.
So many opportunities because you have your own network. I have my own worker. Instead of creating two different creatures, why not come together, work together, and support each other? I think your goal is to support the small and medium businesses. Our goal is to do the same. How do we do it in a way that is passionate? And yes, we are here to make money, but how do we do it in a way that it supports everyone, right? And the outcome will be better.
Right. Now let's just dive into how you design your events that foster collaboration, as we discuss among competitors.
Yes.
Focusing on collective success. What makes your events unique, Suresh, and how do you encourage collaboration over competition?
So we are now talking to Scarborough Business Association to collaborate with them again. They are. I live in Scarborough.
I saw you posted on LinkedIn that you had a meeting with them.
Even it was positive. Ajax Pickering Board of Trade has been talking to us for a number of years now. How do we work together? Again, my goal is to not to create another event that they are already hosting.
Right.
How do we come together and work together on it? Right. So at the end of the day, when I host events, because my company is private, I can bring in a lot of politicians. Whereas board of trades and chambers sometimes have, because they do have to follow certain rules and regulations. So because of that, when I host events, I pull in a lot of politicians, and a lot of business owners want to meet with political leaders to share their concerns, and bring attention with a lot of things that are happening with the business world. And when we talk to politicians, they say that, yes, there are a lot of noise being made, but when someone comes and talk to them in person and share that knowledge, it get resolved easily. So I think because of that, our event become more unique compared to others. So collaborating together, I'm able to bring in politicians to that event and support them together.
Right. Now let's discuss about inspiring purpose-driven growth. How does the 100 Men of Toronto initiative align with your vision for connecting GTA?
Yeah.
And what does purpose-driven growth means to you?
So 100 Men concept is driven in from the Durham region. They have 100 Men of Ajax, Whitby, and Oshawa. I saw that, and since I live in Toronto, I thought, why not? I collect domain names, so I checked to see if the domain available. It was there. I thought, why not do it? And then what I wanted to do is bring together 100 successful Toronto businessmen and women under one roof. Have them make a donation, because when you go to a big event, you will spend about $100 on your drinks and food and all that. Make a donation. Take that money. That would be about $10,000. Why not identify a cause and support them? By doing that, right now, when we did the event a couple of weeks ago, we supported Scarborough Health Network. Now, you are associating your brand with the big brand that's available there. Also, you're giving back to the community. Myself, when I look for businesses, I check to see what are they doing to support local causes. Let's say you donated for a hospital or something, then I want to support you than someone out there, because you are giving back to the community. Then I should support you. That way, you are able to support the communities more. So 100 Men came out to support a good cause by people coming out there. Now they're networking and they look like local heroes, and more businesses being given to them because of that, right? So
that's a very good initiative, Suresh. Giving back to community is also very, very important.
yes,
And when you create this kind of network, the business owners also get a platform
Yep.
to express their gratitude to the community.
yes.
Before we conclude, Suresh, what advice would you give to a new entrepreneurs, who is nervous about their first networking event?
Yep. Go out and don't stand around, talk to the people you already know. Go out and identify some people that you have never met before, because at Connecting GTA events, I go to my members and say, they are always sticking with the people that they already know. And I'm like, you didn't come here to waste your time with someone you already know, because you talk to that person. Identify someone who you don't know, talk to that person, and then if there is a potential opportunity, they can always come to me and say, I met John Smith. I think he's a good candidate for me to talk furthermore. Can you set up a coffee meeting? Because new people may not want to, meet with someone they don't know, but someone like me can make that happen. I support them with that.
Right. It's like, thank you so much for sharing this. Someone said your communication skills and networking skills will bring you more success than anything else.
Yep. Yep. You can put $1 million ad out there, but when you're in person, talking to people, answering questions, like I said, in-person meetings will open up a lot of doors for you, and that tells them who you are. They get to identify who you are, how they can support you, and work together.
All right. Thank you so much, Suresh. It was a pleasure hosting you.
Thank you for giving you this opportunity. Looking forward to working with you guys.
That was Suresh Kumar from Connecting GTA, a masterclass in why building a business is ultimately about building the people around you. Thank you for tuning in to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and visit CanadianSME.ca for more resources. A special thank you to our partners UPS, Google, and ADP, our HR partner, for their ongoing commitment to empowering small businesses across Canada.